So you've enrolled in the architectural drafting class at ASU BB, and the software that we're going to use for this class is Autodesk Revit. This is a three-dimensional BIM product. Some keywords that you'll hear in the industry. It's a great piece of software. The downside of it is that the textbook that we use in this class is an excellent reference for the requirements of architectural drafting, but it doesn't address the software issue of Revit at all. So through these videos, through our lab lectures and demonstrations, instructor-led demonstrations, we're going to try to teach you how to use the Revit software so that you can achieve those necessary functions to create architectural drafting projects. So this first video I want to talk about the Revit interface. So we've started the Revit application, and as we get started we have a choice to select to open either projects or families. So the first thing we have to understand is the difference between a project and a family. A project is actually a building or a structure that you're working on. A family is a component, a cabinet, a bathtub, a window, a door, something like that. So we can open and work on those existing families. We can create new families of components. We can open existing projects, and we can open new projects. Now, if you look under projects, you'll see there's different types of templates: construction template, architectural template, structural, mechanical template. This is Revit 2013. In past versions of Revit, each of those applications were separated into its own program. So there was Revit architecture, there was Revit structural, there was Revit mechanical, electrical, and plumbing. But Autodesk has integrated all those packages into one Revit application, which helps streamline between those disciplines much better. So depending on what you're going to do, you can choose the template to be construction, architectural, structural, or mechanical. This is architectural drafting, so the projects that we'll start with will always be an architectural template. So I'm going to go ahead and start a new project, and I'm going to use the architectural template, and I'll pick OK. So once the template loads, I'll see the tools that I have available, and I want to talk about the interface a little bit that we use to get our job done using Revit. So like so many of today's Windows applications, Revit 2 uses the ribbon system of menu tools. So we have ribbons across the top here. The primary ribbons that you will use throughout this class will be the architectural ribbon. We will also use the annotate ribbon. The annotate ribbon is used to place notes, dimensions, detailed components, tags. We will also use the modify ribbon quite frequently, and we might use the view ribbon. Now we'll probably touch on all the ribbons throughout the whole class, but those are the primary players that we'll use. And some other things that you'll see is our drawing area here, and over on the left we have what's called our properties palette. So this lists all the properties of whatever element I happen to be working on, or whatever element is selected. Down below that is the project browser. The project browser allows us to switch from one view to another. So these tools are invaluable. If you happen to close these tools and you want to reopen them, we can go to the View ribbon, go to User Interface, and turn on the project browser, and also turn on the properties palette, and that'll get you going again. Because it's Revit is quite challenging to use without these. Not necessarily challenging, but these particular tools really improve your efficiency using Revit, using the Revit application. So in the next video we're going to start talking about walls. So hopefully this little video helped demonstrate a little bit about what you need to know about the interface. Again, we're going to focus on the architecture ribbon, the annotate ribbon, the view ribbon, and the modify ribbon for the bulk of what we do. We have to pay attention to what's going on in our properties palette, and we'll use our project browser to move from one view to the other, and that'll all become a little bit more apparent after we move along. If you have any questions, give me a call or send me an email. Thanks.